Today, I'm going to be installing the EV Sportline gear tunnel system in my Rivian R1T. Huge thanks to EV Sportline for sending over all these little goodies to install in my Rivian R1T. We're going to go ahead and unbox it, and I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to go ahead and install it, and I'll show you what it looks like to use on a daily basis. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, I just unboxed a lot of boxes. Ooh, there they are. Comes very well packed. Great job, EV Sportline. Let me show you here what I got, what they send over. When EV Sportline reached out and said, hey, we want to send you one of these so you can install, show the different people on your channel the benefits of this gear tunnel slide system, I said, send me what your most popular configuration is. And so they did. Let me show you what that looks like. So first off, we have the two sleds. They come in halves. These are going to go in the gear tunnel. This is what's going to let everything slide in and out. Okay. And then up here on the top of the truck, I have this big open container. So that's really nice. We have this small middle console that's going to go in the middle for some storage. And then probably my favorite part here is this one, which has this slide out big tool shed, right? So you can put things in it. Not only that, but it has this little latch here you can open, and it creates a flat work surface so you can do work on. So I'm gonna open up my gear tunnel. I'm gonna get everything out of there that I have now. I'm gonna look at these instructions to see what I have to do here. From my understanding, it's pretty simple. Only need a couple of tools. And I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna get started here. And then I'll show you some progress through the installation, and then show you the final results. And then give it kind of a rating of quality and installation, all that. So there's a couple of ways to install this trolley system. We got here the two sleds in half, which is nice. Once you put them together, they weigh about 130 pounds. So it's a big boy. Now, I don't have a friend with me, but if you had a friend, you would put these two together and then kind of slide it in to the gear tunnel in here. But I don't have a friend with me right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do half and half. And then the way this works is that they kind of meet in the middle here. And using this little door right here, we'll be able to buckle in the two pieces in the middle. So I'm going to do that. So I'll kind of bring you an update here. We're going to put one piece in and put the other piece in, and we'll kind of go from there. First thing you're going to want to do is remove these trim pieces that exist right here on the doors. If you have a flathead screwdriver or a trim piece, it's pretty easy. Just pop it from the back here, and it kind of like pops right out. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but there you go. And then just do that on the opposite side as well. So I spent the last 15 minutes trying to find the bolts that hold together the two sleds in here. So, you know, you pull this out. It's not tightened yet, but they have to go there. And I was like, where the heck are they? Well, see this little blue thing here? Secret compartment. There they are. So you get this and you're like, Jose, I can't find the bolts. There they are. I'm gonna open the other side. There's probably some bolts in there too. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. This is cool. Well, we'll walk over all the neat little tricks this can do when I'm done here. You're gonna grab 4 of these 8mm bolts, because that's what you're gonna use to tighten them both together. And we're gonna go ahead and pull this out just a little bit on both sides so that we can get to the middle. So we're gonna rinse and repeat on the other side here. And now we can see in the middle there the bolts. And I'm gonna align this a little bit so it could be as straight as possible so it's easy for me. And then we're gonna jump in the middle seat through here and bolt those together. All right, I got all the bolts in. So now what we wanna do is we wanna test to make sure that this will slide out without hitting anything on the gear tunnel door. And I'll tell you why in a second. So we're just gonna pull this out and just make sure no scratches, right? It locks perfectly fine. Plenty of space down there. Let's make sure that the same thing happens on the other side here. Beautiful. No touching. The reason I say this is because there are variances between the gear tunnel doors, and in a weird case where you have an issue where this touches the gear tunnel door, you will have to contact EV Sportline. They will send over a retrofit kit to help fix that. Luckily, I don't need it, but if you do need it, just note it's not the end of the world. They will send it to you for free, and yeah, you just have to reach out to them. So let's move on to the next step, which is going to be bolting this down here to these points. So let's do that. All right, guys, well, the sled is all in. So now I'm going to mount the first box, which is this tiny, small center box right here. Now, this is, if you get this box, you're going to want to make sure you do this first. So you can pick either sled, doesn't really matter. There's going to be 3 holes here at the corners. This piece is going to go right here. Boom. And then the sled will sit on top of it. Like so. Let me show you here. Everything's a little slippery metal. So it will sit on top of these and mount right there. And it will hang a little bit over, and that's normal. And then that is what that will look like. So let me get this installed and I'll show you what it looks like. Guys, I installed the small center console. Let me show you what that looks like. Boom, there it is. And now here what's really cool, ready? From the inside of the truck, you have access to the little center console. How awesome is that? All right, let's get the next 2 big boys installed, which we have right here. Okay, I'm gonna be installing this side on the driver's side. This is the workspace table with the 1 drawer. I have it, it's not bolted down, so I have it leaning against the door, and I put this little cloth here to help it, because you're going to need that unless you have a second pair of hands to be able to get this bolted on. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt it on. Pretty simple. If I open this up, there's going to be bolts on both sides. I'm going to open everything up so I can get it bolted down, and then I'll show you what that looks like. All right, guys, now we're going to install the last part, which is this open bin. Boom. This one's easy. 4 holes. There's a bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and install it, and then I'll do a walkthrough of what all this looks like, and then finally give my thoughts on installation and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. All right, guys, the install is done. It's about 15,000 degrees Fahrenheit here in Central Florida. So I'm dying. That's okay. It's worth it. I'm going to turn the camera around. Let me show you some of the fun features about this, and then we'll head inside and I'll talk to you about installing, price, and how you can get a discount if you want one for your R1T. All right, guys, I'm here on the driver's side, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the gear tunnel and show you what this looks like. It's very nice and cozy in there. To open it, you just lift this up, pull out, like that. From this angle, you have access to a center storage space, which is nice. If you open this up, you get this very nice flat surface. It even comes with this little rubber piece here so you can't, damage your door. On this other side here, lift this up, and you've got a little tool chest. I wish it would stay open, but it kind of slides back. That's fine. And then on both sides of these gear tunnel sliders, you have this space here to store some smaller things. Let's go ahead and go to the passenger side, which is a little bit simpler. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it open again. And on this side, we have a big container for storage. And same thing as the other side, this. So that's what it looks like with the full side open. And here as well. And then when you have this closed, you'll be able to access the center here. So I'll show you that in a clip here, but let's go inside where it's cooler and talk about pricing and all the features you can get and how you can get a discount on this EV Sportline gear tunnel slider. All right, guys, let's talk through what EV Sportline sent me, as well as how much it costs and how you can get one yourself using a RivianTrackr affiliate code, which will get you a free item. So let's talk through this. Okay, so first off, EV Sportline reached out and said, hey, Jose, we want you to review one of these units, install it in your truck, live with it and see what it looks like and show your viewers. So I said, okay, let's do that. So thanks again to EV Sportline for sending this over completely free, which is really nice of them to do. The installation process was pretty simple, honestly. If you have a friend with you helping you, it's even easier to do because you can build that whole sled outside of the vehicle and then just lift it into place. But if you don't have that option of having someone with you and you're just a single person doing it, you lift one part up from the left, you put one from the right, and then you use that awesome, gear tunnel access point through the truck to be able to, tighten the bolts. So not too hard. Everything after that is pretty simple. If you live in an environment where it's not really hot, this will be super easy to do, and those items won't get so hot that they burn you like it did to me. This is not EV Sportline's fault. This is just Florida hot weather, so it's okay. Now, that being said, installation, a breeze. Everything worked great. Remember, I mentioned if you are one of those people that has an R1T, that after you put all this together, you realize that it's hitting, trim piece, or maybe it's hitting the gear tunnel door, make sure you reach out to EV Sportline. There is variance, between the gear tunnel doors. So they're not all going to be the same, but they've worked on this kind of add-on that is free. They'll send it to you for free, and it will adjust that and fix it so it's not an issue, and it will work correctly. So if you're one of those people and you get all this and you get to the installation point and you're like, oh no, every time I pull it out, it's hitting the bottom of the gear tunnel door, where the hinge is, don't worry about it. They will help you out. So just reach out to the customer service team and they will help you out. So what did they send me? So as you saw, first off, they send me 2 of the sleds, right? Those are pretty standard. Now, those start out at just $900. So starting at $900, you get those 2 base sleds. Now, if you wanted to go on their website and purchase just that, you could do that. And you'd be wondering, Jose, why would I do that? Don't I want to put stuff on it? And the answer is yes. But EV Sportline thought ahead and they put a lot of, mounting points on those sleds to allow you to put additional accessories on there that you may not even think of. So an example they have on their website is someone has one of those toe jacks that you can roll around and lift. Well, they put it on there, right? They're able to drive around with it and have it there whenever they need it. And they can tie it down with straps or mount it, or you can go ahead and build your own custom, whatever you want that will fit inside the gear tunnel. So possibilities are endless. So if you just wanted those 2 for $900, you get that. So the hardest amount of work is already done, right? Which is getting that part. Now, the other stuff that EV Sportline sent me, remember I said, hey guys, send me what is your most popular configuration? What are people buying? So they did. They sent me the open top gearbox, which is that big hollow space that allows you to put stuff in there. It's going to be great to toss things in there, whatever you want. They sent me the single drawer chest with the folding table. So that's one chest that you can open up and put things in. They also have a version of that has multiple chests. So you can have multiple multiple drawers, as you say. So you can put multiple things in there. So you can have one for tools and whatever you want in there. So that is another option. Both come with that folding up table portion, which is great. I think awesome for them to include that, and a great use of space. And then finally, they sent me the optional center box. So this is an optional piece that you can purchase on their website. And that optional center box is really cool because it sits literally in the middle of the sleds. And you can actually access it once everything is packed up and closed from inside the truck through the little pass-through door on the second row of the R1T. So you can put stuff in there, keep, whatever you want in there and be able to access it easily from that little compartment there. So thinking ahead, they really did a good job with that. So when you look at the grand total of everything, it came out to $1,415. That is the total of that before taxes and shipping and all that good stuff. So that's what that looks like in terms of cost. So just to get an idea of what that is. If you do get the chest, the other chest prices may vary. You can play around with it on the website and see however you like. The amount of configurations is endless. And so a huge shout out to EV Sportline for creating such a versatile product. That's great. Now, you loved it, right? You sat through this whole video and now you're like, Jose, I want one of these. Great. So EV Sportline reached out, after I talked through them back and forth, I said, hey, how can we help incentivize folks to go, I really want one of these. And so they did. They kind of worked together with me on that. And so if you use the link below, which you'll find in the description below, to purchase it, very simple, just follow a couple of steps. You'll click the link. It's going to be a custom page that opens up that's going to prompt you with a signing up to their newsletter. It's free, painless. You don't get, all that good stuff. So you're not paying for anything at this point. Once you sign up for their email newsletter, you'll get an email with a generated code, a randomly generated code that you'll be able to put in at checkout. When you put that at checkout, you will get that open center box accessory that I was talking about there that you can kind of get through from the center of the vehicle. You'll get that for free. So you can build out the sleds however you like. You can get whatever drawers you like, but make sure you add on that center box so that when you go to checkout, it equals out to $0 and you get it for free. So it's a really neat little add-on there that many people may skip over and not even think twice of, but you might as well use it. It's unused space otherwise. Get it, put some stuff in there. You can keep some power tools in there, or if you're someone like me, maybe you can keep like additional like microfiber cloths in there so you can easily access them to clean stuff. Whatever it may be, you can put in there. So that, once again, use the link below, sign up for their newsletter, super easy. You'll get a randomly generated code, and then make sure when you add on everything to the cart to checkout, you add on that center box so you can get that for free. You'll get that for free. I'll get some commission that will help RivianTrackr and everything I do here. So you're kind of helping everybody out. And obviously the team at EV Sportline worked really hard to create a great product like this. And I'm sure they'll continue to do more add-ons and more accessories in the future. So the possibilities are endless for this. And so long as the R1T exists, this is a really cool technology or invention that they came up with to really make the gear tunnel even more versatile and even more useful than it was before. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again so much for watching. Thanks again to EV Sportline for sending this over and letting me play with it. I'm now going to try it out for a couple of weeks and live with it and use it for things. And the goal is to do a follow-up video of living with this this dual slide-out trolley sled and storage system that EV Sportline created, and see what that is like. And like I said, I'm not a handyman. I don't do construction or anything like that. So I'm gonna find unique ways that I will work with it. I expect that everybody out there that gets this will also be able to come up with unique ways to use it. So I can't wait to see what people utilize this for. So make sure, if you already have one of these, to leave a comment below and let me know how you use it. If you don't have one of these, make sure to take advantage of the link below so you can get that affiliate referral and get that free optional sender box for free. And then you'll get you'll join the newsletter for EV Sportline, who comes out with tons of awesome accessories. So check that out. Side note, I own their side steps. I actually purchased them myself over a year ago and installed them myself, and I think they're great. My wife loves them, so they're super duper easy to install, and they've been very versatile and just a convenience. So there's a lot of stuff that EV Sportline makes, not just this sled. So make sure you check out their website and see what other great things they have on there to buy. So once again, thanks so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you really enjoyed this video. Do you like this type of content? Let me know in the comment below. And what else do you want to see? Are there other accessories out there that other manufacturers make, or even EV Sportline, that you really want me to see, want to see a video on and content on? Let me know. I hope you guys have a good one and stay cool, and I'll see you at the next video. Thanks, guys.